Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙪. Now the news comes that China is indeed going to dock at Hambantota on the 16th of August, a day after India finishes celebrating its 75th anniversary of getting independence. What does this mean? How did matters come to this? Didn't India persuade Sri Lanka to keep away Chinese from docking at Hambantota? I can think of many reasons, and you are welcome to express by way of comments what you think is going on. Let us first place the facts on the table. China has a 99-year lease on the port of Hambantota. In other words, for 99 years, they can make use of the Hambantota port, some selected area around it, as if it is their land. So can any other country prevent them from going and landing or docking at their own land? That's a debatable question. Who is going to arbiter this? Well, the International Court in Hague. But then history tells us that in the past, when the judgments came against the CCP, China just ignored it. For instance, the ownership of some islands in the South China Sea, which was awarded to Indonesia, but I don't know if it was Philippines, but China has ignored it. So this might is right attitude of China is frankly very, very disturbing. Now, what can India do? What are India's options? I have a few things that come to my mind, but I'd like you to express by way of comments what you think are India's options. India has a navy, but is that navy strong enough to sort of monitor the ports off of Sri Lanka as well as India shores to make sure that whatever it is that the spy ship is supposed to do, India can either countermeasure it, meaning like give out blocking signals so they can't gather much intelligence, or essentially render that particular ship's docking in Hambantota a waste. We don't know. Again, a lot of stuff has been told about Chinese technology and equipment, but very little about how efficiently it works. Because there is no media there. There is no one telling, okay, you have something here, but there are a few things that you need to fix in this particular armory of yours. All China has done is copy, whether it is Russian equipment or American or Ukrainian, all they do is copy. They don't seem to be capable of independent research. Just an observation. You can agree with me or disagree with me. So let's come back to the point. What can India do? In my opinion, nothing. Why? Because what has India done post 𝙒𝙬 Wang? They stood up to the Chinese, they drove them back, they gave him a bloody nose, and then after that they cleverly climbed the Kailash heights to give some sort of a vantage position to themselves, only to cede it later when the Chinese said that they will withdraw 8 miles and they will dismantle all the permanent constructions, including a flag of CCP or the Chinese flag. But that was one place. In other places now they are encroaching. What has India done about it? Nothing. So, in fact, I would be so bold to say that the Prime Minister still says, "Koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi," meaning like nobody has come to India and nobody has left from here. So this is in itself a big bald-faced lie. Why is India pretending that China has not occupied its shores? Again, you guys comment what you think is the reason, and viewers do read the others' comments and feel free to agree with them or disagree with them. I'm trying to broaden this platform to try and give scope for voices to come and say what you think, and I do go through all the comments as much as I can if I have the time, and I do respond to many of those. So I am trying to make this thing an engaging platform and see what kind of new ideas develop. And when something looks really good, we'll go back and see if we can suggest it to the Indian government, say, hey, have you tried this? So that's one side. The other interesting thing that is happening is that China has now started making all its normal fishing boats to go towards Taiwan Straits. There's a video that we are going to show a small clip of. It's a TikTok video. We're going to show you a very, very small portion as part of this video so you can understand what we're talking about. In fact, a few weeks ago, Yuan had said exactly the same thing, that Xi Jinping was essentially armoring a lot of these fishing vessels with AK-47s, some serious guns, serious heat. They call it heat, meaning like something that generates heat. guns and so on and so forth. So what happens is, instead of having a blockade by the CCP's PLA, which is or the naval wing of the CCP, what happens if the shipping boat, fishing boats of China start blockading the Taiwan Straits? Will the United States still act and fire against them, fire upon them? These are civilians. So this is the conundrum that they are placing the United States in. I can think of one reason as to how this can be countered. That is to try and prevent Chinese ships from going through the Malacca Straits. Can that be done? Well, it can be if India is planning to have that up its sleeve, or India could say, okay, let's make it a quad exercise. All 4 countries will participate in it and we will blockade the Malacca Strait. Well, you are now seeing the beginnings of the next world war as countries are ratcheting up the pressure. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications, and yes, do comment and do participate in airing your thoughts. This is not an exact science. No one really knows the right answer to what is happening now in the Indian Ocean. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.